I want to thank Justice Kennedy. Several years ago, when I asked her if she'd be interested in coming to this seminar, she willingly said, "Count me in." And she's been here the last 4 or 5 years. She's an undergraduate of UC and couldn't get into Xavier, I would imagine, because of the academic requirements. Also graduated from UC Law School in 1991, and during that time, she was a police officer in the city of Hamilton. So she was a cop during the day and during the evening and on third shift. But while she was a police officer, she was also in law school. She became special counsel to Betty Montgomery, which is a little story there. Betty Montgomery, I have someone here from Toledo. Betty Montgomery, the former Attorney General, went to law school at University of Toledo, and she is from Bowling Green. So I was leaving Judge Robert Franklin in Lucas County Common Pleas Court, and the judge, who, by the way, in 1947 and 1948 was a roommate, Martin Luther King Jr. They lived together at Morehouse College. But nonetheless, he said to me, "Why don't you interview the next bailiff, and you interview him, pick one, and I'll interview him, and if we'll hire him." It turned out that the 4 or 5 people I interviewed, I was most impressed with Betty Montgomery. And I said, "Judge, I kind of like to recommend a woman to be a constable." And I said, "We've never had a female as a constable or bailiff in Common Pleas Court." This was 1974, 75. And he said, "Well, before I was elected, we never had an African-American on the bench. What's her name?" I said, "Betty Montgomery." So we went in, interviewed, and Betty Montgomery was hired, and the rest is history. And Justice Kennedy served as special counsel to Betty Montgomery. She then became a magistrate in Butler County Area Court, and later was elected DR, Common Pleas Court in Butler County. Then she ran for the Supreme Court, and she easily won about 9 years ago. She's been a justice the last 9 years, and as I said, she's running unopposed on the Republican side to become the Chief Justice. And please welcome Justice Sharon Kennedy.